Hello, welcome back to the channel. It is Saturday, it is experiment day, and we have created the best, perfect central midfielder, and we've dropped him into tier 10 of the English Football League, and we're going to see how he gets on. Let's go. It is the What If experiment. So here we go. XOC Luffaquenda, 200 current ability, 200 potential ability, all these 20s. He is a defensive midfielder, central midfielder, attacking midfielder, anywhere in that central role in the midfield. We've dropped him into AFC Hinckley in tier 10 of the English Football League, and we're going to follow his career over the next 20 years or so, and let's see what kind of success he makes for himself, for his clubs, and for his national team. So our player Luffaquenda has moved into the city of Leicester from the outskirts of Hinckley. 68 games played for Hinckley, 13 goals, 18 assists, 6 player of the match awards. He scored 23 goals in the Premier League for Leicester in his first season in 36 games, 5 assists, 7 player of the match awards. We just move and have a look at his biography. He has so far won the Euro Under-21 Championship Best Player. He is European Golden Boy, Next Gen, English Premier Division Top Goal Scorer, English Players Young Player of the Year, European Champions Cup Golden Boot, 36 league appearances, 23 goals. No competition wins for him just yet. He has made 8 appearances for his international side, scoring 6 goals and made great strides early on. Leicester themselves have won a Europa League as well in 2023. He wouldn't have been a part of that. That would have been just before he joined, but he is their vice captain. He is their key player, so it is something definitely to watch out for. He's already moved onto their favourite people's list, so it's definitely something to look on for as we move into the future. We're 3 years into the future at the moment. We're going to go another 3 or 4 years in and we'll see how his time at Leicester City goes. So here we are with 22-year-old Luffaquenda. You see his stats here. His heading's dropped down to 15, his crossing's dropped down to 15. His numbers are very, very good. There's no denying that. Some of them have dropped off a little bit. His agility there dropped down to 16. His off the ball dropped down. If you're just looking at his player traits before we get into him, likes to beat the offside trap, looks for a pass rather than attempting to score, avoid using the weaker foot, and possesses a long flat throw. Not very injury prone either over the last few years. Out for just over a week in total, 4 different injuries over the last 6 years. That is really good. He's also wanted by PSG and Real Madrid, so we'll have to keep a close eye on that. Let's just go to his career stats now if it lets me click it. So he scored 28 goals the following season for Leicester in 38 games, 21 the season after that, 21 the season after that, 19 the season after that. So his goal tally is slowly going down. Assists 10, 7, 12 and 7. Player of the match is 11 in that season where he scored 28 goals, 5, 6 and 5 since. He's averaging on average a 7.66 in all of his seasons so far. This last season 7.56 was his lowest since joining Leicester, when he got a 7.53 in his first season. Although I don't think we should read too much into that. Since he has been here, they've got a second FA Cup win in 2028, and they also won the Europa League in 2027. We're going to go and have a quick look at those as well. And we'll move back to the 26-27 season, where they beat Arsenal in the final 1-0. And it was a goal from him, a penalty from Luffaquenda, who played in that attacking midfield role, 7.8. He got the only goal of the game in a 1-0 victory there as they won the Europa League for the second time. And if we just skip back through, and we'll have a look at the FA Cup as well. We go to stages. I believe it was the last season that they won it. They beat Aston Villa 2-1 in somewhat of a local derby in the final. Let's have a look. Did he get on the score sheet here as well? No, didn't get on the score sheet here today. Averaging 8, got 1 assist by the look of it as well. So a really, really good performance. He is showing that he's an absolute force to be reckoned with. Just going to check as well as we go way too far back there. Has he managed to do any success for the Belgium national team? If we just have a look at competitions, 3rd place in the European International League in 2021, European Under 21 Championship 2023 runners up. Doesn't look like they've achieved anything as yet. Just look at their world rankings as well. They've dropped way down there. They're in 10th currently in the world rankings, so not really any success there. Personally, he has hit a lot of success, and for his club internationally, still no success. we're 7 years into the future now. We're going to round it out at 10 years into the future, move another 3 years, and let's see how his career progresses. So 25-year-old Lufekwenda is still at Leicester City. Stats look very, very similar. He is a leader, elite attacking midfielder. Let's have a look at his career stats. So he averages 7.58, 7.54, 7.83. Again, hitting double figures every season. This season here, 13 goals, 15 assists, 9 player of the match is 7.83, which is his highest since being in the Premier League. His highest since his time at Hinckley, where he was averaging 7.85. Absolute storm of season, just going from strength to strength. If we just look at his biography, wow, he has won a lot of stuff. I think maybe it'll be best to look at his milestones. So if we just flick through anything of note, Euro Cup Golden Boot there in 2025, seasonal best 11 again, International League best young player, young player of the year, World Cup best young player, Goal 50 runner-up, World Under-21 Footballer of the Year, Europa League winner, Ballon d'Or in 2027, World Golden Ball runner-up in 2027 as well, English Footballer of the Year in 2028, FA Cup winner in 2028, Community Shield winner in 2028, World Player of the Year and Ballon d'Or in 2028, World Golden Ball in 2028. He's absolutely mopping up all of the awards here. Seasonal Best 11 in Belgium, English Footballer of the Year, English Players Player of the Year, FA Cup winner again, Europa Cup winner, double there in the 28-29 season, Best 11, European Super Cup and Community Shield winners in 2029 as well, Premier League champions in 2030, Community Shield winners in 2030 as well. Wow, they have gone from absolute strength to strength. Second Premier League victory in 2030. Just going to pull the stages up for that, and we're going to have a quick look at how they got on there. So they won the league by 7 points, lost 3 games all season, 27 wins, 8 draws, 3 defeats, 83 goals scored, 27 goals against. How did they defend their title? They came second in the defence, 7 points behind Manchester City. So it wasn't like they fell away after it. 3 Europa League victories. If we just flick back and have a look at the finals. So Leeds won it against AS Monaco recently. They beat Atletico Madrid on penalties after a 1-1 draw in the 28-29 season. Lufekwenda scoring yet again and then scoring his penalty in a penalty shootout which seemed to last forever. And then they beat Arsenal 1-0 here in 2027. We can't get the details for that one because it was too long ago. FA Cup, they have picked up another couple of FA Cup victories. Again, we'll flick through these and have a quick look at some of the finals if we are able to. I think this is the one we've already looked at. No, this was a different final where they beat Leicester, but they beat Villa 2-1. Lufekwenda scoring yet again. So we're 10 years into the future and it is looking very rosy. 30 years of age, he's still at Leicester City. He's a legendary attacking midfielder now. 30 years of age, not moved once. Have a look through his career, still getting double figures in goals and assists. Some of his best seasons here, 8.01 in this past season, 19 goals, 15 assists, 16 player of the matches, 16 goals, 17 assists the season before, 16 player of the matches, 7.97. He's hitting form here in his late 20s, moving into his early 30s. Absolute legend of the game. We're going to move and quickly look at how Leicester done. They've won a Champions League. So this guy, I don't know whether it's single-handedly, I don't know whether they've just built a good team around him, but in the 20-32-33 season, they beat Real Madrid 1-0. Can we get into? We can't get into the game to look at it. At the Millennium Stadium, they beat Real Madrid on penalties to win their first Champions League. Still at 3 Premier Leagues, haven't won one since. Still at 3 FA Cups, haven't won one since. Another Europa League victory in 2036, so that is the season just gone, and we will go and quickly have a look at that, where they beat Rangers 2-0 in the final, and Lufekwenda getting an assist, 7.6 average rating in a game which they absolutely dominated there in the final. So as a club, Leicester are eating massive success with this guy. He's still their key player, he's now their captain. He ordered at the Vichai Park as well, which was 45,000. I didn't see that last time. I don't know if that's new. he is, I'm just trying to find him, he's still only an icon, which is very surprising. I thought he'd be up in the club legends part now, especially considering he's been at the club for, I mean, it would help if I were looking at his history and not the club's history. He's been at the club now since 23-24, so he's been there for 13 years. Surely he's good enough to be a club legend now. His career stats: 242 goals, 547 appearances, 165 assists, 125 player of the matches, averaging a 7.72. I just want to do one more thing before I move on, and that is, look, 94 goals and 153 caps for Belgium. Have Belgium won anything? That is the key. They have been World Cup runners-up in 2030 and 2034. And apart from that, no, they haven't. They've won the Youth Invitational a number of times and been in the final and around and about, but they haven't won anything. Just 2 World Cup finals that they made. And we're going to have a quick look at who beat them in the final on these ones. So they lost 3-2 to Portugal last time out, and England beat them 3-2 the year before. So they've been close, but no cigar. I wonder, can we get into this game? No, we can't. Can we get into the 2034 game? No, we can't get into that one either. So we can't even see if he's been doing the job for them and scoring the goals in those big games. I would like to say I think he has, considering the fact that he has got 94 senior goals. He's on £375,000 a week. Maybe that's why no one's moved for him yet. Still, his biggest injury in his career has been that hip injury for 2 months. He had a 4-week injury, which was a hernia. But that's it. He has stayed so fit. And I think that shows he's been absolutely phenomenal for Leicester City and for Belgium. Helped drive Leicester to multiple trophies over the last 13 years or so. And we're going to move 5 more years into the future now, 20 years into the future. He'll be 35. He'll be coming towards the end of his career. Let's see what that looks like for Lufakenda. So, 20 years into the future, and he has now moved to Milan. Look at those stats. Still absolutely phenomenal player, still a legendary attacking midfielder, still a leader. Speed has just dropped off a little bit, and physically he's just dropped off a little bit, but mentally and technically still absolutely superb. Just look, he has moved this season on a free after scoring 16 goals for Leicester in the previous season, 9 assists, 11 player of the matches. Worst goal scoring season there for a little while, 8 goals, but he got 17 assists. So maybe he's dropped a little bit deeper. Maybe that's why his goals have dried up a little bit. But the season before that, he got 22, which was his highest since the 24-25 season. So absolutely phenomenal there. In terms of Leicester, they haven't won anything of any note since looking at this. No, they haven't. They haven't won anything of any note since the last time we were here, so they've dropped off. They're predicted to finish 9th in this current season. So whether this has anything to do with Lufakenda leaving or not, I don't know. But he has moved on. He is in Italy now. We're going to move 2 years into the future because we're coming to retirement age now, and let's see how his career finishes up. So as his stats start to deteriorate now, as you can see, natural fitness is still 20 though. As his physical started to decline, his mentals are still pretty good. Some of his technical side drop. He's now at Arsenal. Looks like he's more of a defensive midfielder right now. Still no real injuries to talk of. He had another hip injury which took him out for 2 months yet again. That's pretty much it. 2 hip injuries in his career, which for a total of 4 months have took him out of action. In the last 2 years at Milan, he played 68 games, 16 goals, 26 assists, 17 player of the matches, and he's moved to Arsenal on a free. For a player of this quality, he's only racked up £4,000 in transfer fees. He's at Arsenal now. He's probably going to finish his career here now. Milan, in the last couple of years, let's just go and have a look at his milestones. So he was the Italian Serie A best player of the season, best midfielder of the season, won the double, the Italian Serie A and the Coppa Italia in the last season, and he's won the double both seasons he's been at Milan, and the Super Coppa, and he won the Ballon d'Or as well just as he joined Milan. He's still an absolutely sensational player, as you can see here on his landmarks. But we're coming to the end now. I get the feeling the next time we come back, it will be the end of Lufakenda's career. So he finished his career 2 seasons at Arsenal. He scored 17 goals, 11 assists, 3 player of the matches, averaged a 7.14 in his last season, which is to be expected when he is now, how old are we talking now? He's 39 years of age. So absolutely understandable, as I go way too far back there, absolutely understandable that he would only average a 7.14. But what a player this guy has been. We're just going to move again to his milestones. Named in the Arsenal season of Best 11, won the Premier League, the Carabao Cup and the Community Shield while he was at Arsenal. What a career this guy has had. We're going to quickly look at his biography as well now. I'm not going to read it all out, just going to read certain excerpts from it. Leicester City and AC Milan icon Exofsi Lufakenda was born on the 15th of August 2005 in a playing career which spanned 27 years from 2018 to 2045. Lufakenda made 799 appearances, scored 341 goals, scored on his Belgium debut against Sweden in November 2023. He went on to make 196 appearances and score 114 goals for his country. He is currently unemployed following spells with AC Milan, Arsenal, Leicester, Anderlecht and 3 other teams. Obviously we fished him out from, I believe he was a free agent when we fished him out. If we go through, he made 659 league appearances for Leicester, scoring 308 goals in 18 years. He won the English Premier League twice, the Champions League once, the Europa League 3 times, and the European Super Cup twice, the FA Cup twice, and the Community Shield 3 times in a row between 2028 and 2030. July 2041, he joined AC Milan, made 68 league appearances, scoring 16 goals. He won the Serie A twice back-to-back, and the Coppa Italia back-to-back, and the Super Coppa Italiana in 2042. And he joined Arsenal in 2043, making 72 league appearances, scoring 17 goals. Won the English Premier League in 2044, and the Carabao Cup in 2044, and the Community Shield in 2044. So a kind of treble there, if we can count the Community Shield, which I don't. It's built up a phenomenal record of 21 competition wins throughout his career. English Premier League with Leicester twice and Arsenal once. Serie A twice, Champions League once, Europa League 3 times as we said, Super Cup twice, Coppa Italia twice, Super Coppa Italiana once, English FA Cup twice, Carabao Cup once, and the Community Shield 3 times. And if we just look at all of these personal awards, we can try and get them all here. So the Euro Under-21 Championship Best Player, the European Golden Boy, the Next Gen twice, English Premier Division top goal scorer on 3 occasions, English Players Young Player of the Year on 5 occasions, European Champions Cup Golden Boot winner, World Under-21 Footballer of the Year on 3 occasions, Euro Cup Player of the Season on 5 occasions, Euro Cup Golden Boot on 3 occasions, European Golden Shoe, Ballon d'Or on 12 occasions, World Golden Ball on 6 occasions, World Player of the Year on 6 occasions, European International League Best Young Player twice, Best Player in Europe on 13 occasions, World Best Young Player, Goal 50 on 11 occasions, English Footballer of the Year on 11 occasions, English Players Player of the Year on 11 occasions, European Champions Cup Midfielder of the Season twice, European Championship Best Player twice, European Championship Best Young Player, Club World Championship Top Scorer twice, World Cup Best Player, Club World Cup Championship Best Player, European International League Best Player, World Cup Golden Boot, Italian Serie A Player of the Year, Exemplary Career Serie A Player of the Year, Italian Serie A Best Player of the Season twice, and Italian Serie A Best Midfielder of the Season twice. Absolute incredible record. And as we see now, he is now a manager, could be an assistant manager, could be a fitness coach. 17 determination, 12 discipline, 11 working with youngsters. Hasn't yet had a managerial job. And he does have a preference to be his manager in his next role. So, with all that being said, what a career for this guy, for Lufakenda, as we're going to stick with saying. Brilliant international career. We will just double check before we finish up. Did Belgium win anything? They got back up to number 1 in the world there. So does that mean they won anything? They won the World Cup in 2042. Now I wonder whether he still would have played at that point. So we will just have a quick look. As Belgium beat Chile 1-0 in the final. It's not available for that. I just wonder whether he would have won it. They finished runners-up in the European Championships in 2040. European International League runners-up in 2039. So yeah, so they got a World Cup win. Whether he was part of that side, he would have been about 36 at that point. So he may have been, bearing in mind he played nearly 200 times for his country, he may have just about played enough games. But that is it for this experiment. It has been a whirlwind, a player that has been so loyal to one club, 18 years I believe it was at Leicester City, after moving across into the city from Hinckley. 18 years, a lot of goals, some absolutely tremendous performances before he left on a free to join Milan. Spent 2 seasons in Italy, racking up 2 Serie A titles and 2 Coppa Italias, and then finished off his career at Arsenal in the Premier League on a free. For a player that finished his career with 868 league appearances, 354 league goals, 265 career assists, and 187 league man of the matches, averaging a 7.66. He only fetched a total of £4,000. One thing I would like to try with this kind of experiment is to put a player in with one loyalty and see how much he moves around during the save, because this guy has gone to Leicester and spent all of his career there virtually, barring the 2 clubs at the end. Won trophies wherever he's gone, been an absolute sensational superstar. Hasn't really done it on the international stage in terms of a team performance. As an individual, as we're just going to show you again, he did score over 100 goals for his country in 200 appearances, 1 in 2 man for his country. Sensational. If you've enjoyed today's experiment, if you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next week for more what if experiments, and join me in the week for our Road to Glory. We're at Aston Villa right now. Join us. I'll see you soon.